he's going to present to you. So please give it up for C.Burrows.
Good evening, my friends. I'm so happy to be here tonight. I think, like he said, for so long now, people have said, "Oh, you should hang out with Tuck Ryan. He's kind of cool, and I feel like you guys would get along." And so here we finally are, years and years after those comments. But tonight, I'm going to share with you a journey that I embarked on 2 years ago now. I was given a guitar August 8th of 2016, and I was about to go and try to walk across the United States alone. And my girlfriend at the time, her father said, "You need this guitar." And I was like, "Trust me, I really don't need this guitar because my cart," I was pushing a 3-wheeled cart, "is filled with enough." But I took it and I set off on this very long journey. And I started writing songs as a way to understand what I was seeing. I walked through the South, and by the time Christmas came around, I made it to Texas and then made it to Los Angeles in the spring. And so what I'm going to play you guys tonight is sort of the boiled down version of a big Ziploc bag filled with songs that I had at the end. So with the storytelling as it moves, so does my own evolution. So enjoy. I'm excited to share this with you. The first song is about, I would knock on doors every night and ask people if I could pitch my tent in their lawn. Many times it didn't work, but this one night, after knocking on about 10 doors, I knocked on this old shack, and I was brought in to the house, and I was told this story about this woman, Evelyn, who had welcomed me into her home. And she said, at first she didn't want me to pitch her tent in her lawn, understandably. But then she said, she said, there's a gravel spot way out there by the road that maybe you can stay on. So I started setting up my stuff, and then she came out and she said, my granddaughter looked at your website. You can come a little closer. And then she said, we are actually going to invite the whole neighborhood and have barbecue, and you can sleep inside. And so it was just this unbelievable generosity, which I faced over and over and over again. But I heard their story. She was married to a man who, 6 months prior to our interaction, was cutting down wood, and a log fell on his head and cracked his skull open, and he made his way to the car, made his way to the hospital. They saved his life, but they were too poor to pay for the medical bills, and he was going to die. So as I was there, as they fed me, they were taking the paintings off the walls, putting them in boxes, packing up everything, because when he died, suddenly, she was going to run to the bayou, because she always wanted to go to the bayou, and she didn't have money to pay for the medical bills. And so this was the first time I was like, man, I got to pick up that guitar and start writing. So here we are. Mason works the land 2 weeks after his accident. Found the bond in 81. It ain't worth what he spent. But he's a countryman. His time cut short, doesn't have much more to live. Ever since that oak tree fell, can't seem to pay the bills. Oh, wash your hands and feed your guests. The beat here hasn't changed. Our God has wrapped his bones in a box, but his wooden spine can handle it. I was born upon the plateau, Rockwood, Tennessee. Honey, when I'm gone, take the road to the bayou like you dream. In the meantime, cigarettes, there's no need to worry just yet. No need, Evelyn, just yet. Evelyn's inside, watching the boys, they're punching holes in the walls. We built this house with our bare hands, but I tell you that we're proud of it. Slip the painting off the wall in a box to the cousin in Memphis, and sell your clothes to the butcher's kids, and load my father's gun. Oh, how can you just sit here if you're only dying once? Born upon the plateau, Rockwood, Tennessee. Honey, when I'm gone, take the road to the bayou like a dream. And in the meantime, cigarettes, there's no need to worry just yet. No need, Evelyn, just yet. And I'm born upon the plateau, Rockwood, Tennessee. Honey, when I'm gone, take the road to the bayou like a dream. And in the meantime, cigarettes, there's no need to worry just yet. No need, Evelyn, just yet.